We've all been having a great time here in Cleveland for the GOP convention. As I mentioned yesterday, I took a side trip to check off a big item on my personal bucket list, a trip to the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Even better, it turned out to be a family affair. I was really happy that my son Raffi was able to get a few hours away from covering politics for Circa News, so he joined me. How can you be in Ohio and not come to Canton, Ohio, the Pro Football Hall of Fame? Let's go inside. Here I am trying to throw a football, my hand, in an imprint of Troy Aikman's hand. Let me tell you, Aikman had some nice-sized hands. And we're looking at arm strength. Now, all three of these models are of men who weigh over 300 pounds. I weigh about 175. How much do you weigh?
About 110.
So it's no match, but we're doing the best we can. Here's what it looks like when Raffi tries to go in the body of Jerome Bettis, the Pittsburgh Steelers running back. Now, Bettis is 5'11", 255. And as you can see, Bettis' waist is right here. That's a little above Raffi's navel. Here are modern football helmets. The key thing here is you can hear the coach inside the helmet. So here you go, Raffi. This is what you should do with your dad. You should have a helmet so your dad can talk to you at all times.
Then I have to communicate with you. We're here
with the president of the hall, David Baker. David, thanks for having us.
Juan, great to have you to the most inspirational place on earth.
A lot of pro football players have become politicians.
It is a great game, and in many respects, the perseverance, the courage, the teamwork, all the values that you learn in this game can help you go on in life. And, the difficulty is that politics sometimes is about separating people. Whether you're a Republican or a Democrat or, different demographics.
You mean black or white, Hispanic, but in football.
But in football, it's all about coming together. And the only color that matters is whether or not you get the same jersey.
So one of the big lessons here for Raffi, and one of the inspiring moments in my life, was watching Doug Williams, the first black quarterback, start Super Bowl, win a Super Bowl, MVP of the Super Bowl, the Washington football team. Locked and loaded, ready to play.
There you go.
I want you to throw me right over the middle, but just leave me just a little bit. I'm going to stick to politics after this. That was a whole lot of fun. You ever have a bucket list moment?
That was awesome. You got choked up in front of the Redskins?
Well, it was.
Oh my God.
It was.
No, but you did get choked up a little.
Because it was Doug Williams, and that's the first time a black quarterback started a Super Bowl, won a Super Bowl MVP. Yeah. And I remember at the time he had a tough time even cracking the starting lineup. And so for me, I lived through that. So I wanted to communicate it to Raffi. Just hey, this is a little bit of the past, because he's a big.
And you had your boy there.
Yeah. He's a big fan.
That was a nice moment.
It was a nice moment. So do you ever do any bucket list stuff?
I'm doing it right now, man.
You mean living this life?
You know my bucket list?
What's that?
I want to go to a bucket factory. See what bucket
and make a list.
Yeah, and they make a list. Yeah, exactly.
You could fill it up, that's for sure.
Oh my goodness.
Juan, your son Raffi is very handsome. Very well spoken. A Republican. I might have to amend what I said earlier when I said there's nobody here at this convention that could run and win in 2020.
There you go.
Maybe we have to recruit Raffi.
And he's very athletic, isn't he? My goodness.
Yeah, actually,
did you used to play ball with him in the backyard?
Control yourselves, ladies.
Yeah. He is a great athlete. He was a star athlete in high school, and then on hockey, played for a lot of the travel USA teams, and then in college was on a champion lacrosse team.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love it.
Do you ever have a bucket
Juan,
list
that's
moment?
why everyone knows how amazing you are. Because look at your family and your kids.
Well, look at that. Look at the arms, though. I think we look like we have olive oil arms compared to those guys.
No, I think it looks pretty good for
olive oil.
We look like olive oil.
Aww.
Look at these football players. Anyway.
He's great. He's fantastic. I mean, this is the future of the Republican Party. That's why we're feeling so optimistic.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you though. Is there anything you've ever thought, I'd like to do that, but you never take the time to go out? Like I've never taken the time to go to Canton unless I I'd been here for the convention.
Yeah, which was special, too, because you got to do it in, like, a father-son field trip, which I think is very special.
I have a bucket list thing.
Okay, okay.
So, you know, I played for the Pittsburgh Pirates in the minor leagues.
Right.
I never made it to the Major League Stadium.
You will
Guess
tomorrow.
what?
What?
Bucket list
Thank
time
you.
tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Deep teas.
Deep
Right?
sea.
Deep
Yeah.
teas.
Hey, you know,
After
Dana,
practice.
you've been in the White House. You were. I mean, I think that's.
I have a bucket list item.
I was going to ask.
My great-grandparents came from a small town in Italy. I believe, Torino area, but it was a small village near there. And they both lived within a mile of each other, but they'd never met until they both had emigrated to America. And that was in the late 1800s. The ranch is still in my family in Newcastle, Wyoming. And my Uncle Matt runs it. And I would like to go back to that village just to see it.
I wonder if it's a
So,
beautiful
Peter,
place.
if you're listening, there's your
And then
list.
capture it on
Good, good.
Instagram for us.
But no, I'm just saying I have something that rhymes with a bucket list.
Oh, no,
No,
stop it, stop it.
stop.
Well, I thought you were going to say the Perinos from Torino.
He laughs every time when she
All
says
right, we're
that.
having too much fun.